Hello Twitch, hello YouTube. I hope you guys are having a great day. Yesterday we did some lore, and something keeps sticking out to me. We read no, it wasn't a drunkard's tale. What was it? We read something, and it kept talking about the shattered moon, and I'm like, what do you mean the shattered moon? So, I have a whole new thing to think about. I guess I should say that, excuse me, it's a little early. I always see the shattering of any moon in fiction is kind of like a little anti-feminist, because the moon represents femininity. But, this makes me go quah, because we have a moon. It's right there. Hey, Bobby Vita! Oh, I shouldn't have said that. You were lurking. My bad. But yeah, so yesterday's lore was crazy because a shattered moon, reflections of a shattered moon. And that's interesting, and it keeps it kept me up a little bit at night, just thinking. Like, did we remake a moon? Did we fix the moon? Are there two moons? We can only really see one. Oh, excuse me. I did not mean to be yawning in you guys' ear. Alright, today is a day. Let us figure out what we're doing today. Here soon, we're gonna have a day of just side quests. Involuntary sacrifice. Okay, that doesn't seem good. Path through the storm, but I can't do that until after this. Okay. And then why can't I do this? Oh, because there's a fuck ton I need to do. Okay. So we're gonna go. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm so tired. I'm gonna go here. That is a lot of stuff that I haven't found yet. Boop, boop. Yeah, look, there it is. We're not gonna make that, so we should try to land over there. This way. That is a whole ass chest that we're going to. Motherfucker.
Let it
I
rain.
wonder if... Oh, it does. Good.
Don't blink. That's everything. On to the next.
Agreed. The next being this. And then there was a temple. Ba-doop-ba-doop-ba-doo. Oh, okay. Alright, we got that. Off to the next, as Genshin would say. Oh, I wonder if I have a depth key. Love the fucking music in this game, man.
Quite a downpour. Nothing will get done until it clears. Let this be a lesson to those who yesterday said I'll do it tomorrow.
No depth key. That's fair. I only know how you get them from like the statues. Next question is, do we well, it's raining, so let's go. Rain is good for my hard hitters. Very good for my hard hitters.
Nowhere to hide.
Oh, so sorry.
Incoming. Speed of light. Hey.
Very good for my hard hitters. My chest now. Yeah.
That's everything. On to the next.
Yeah, on to the next, that's what she says. Which is, this way. After we go get some mint. Is that another chest? It is.
Don't blink.
And of course it's no longer raining.
Freeze!
What's up, cat?
Cool it!
Speed of light.
Hey, you need that? Next place. No way it's that one slime. Damn it. I'm bad at this. There we go. wasn't just that one. It was all of them.
By Outrider Amber.
Whoa. Just slide down some rock, I guess. Hi, Dandy. Hello, traveler. Oh, time trial. Okay, I guess we're doing this now. You want to put your top speed to the test? I totally understand. After all, the goal is to the stars and the abyss, right? Ad Astra Abyssos. Let the challenge begin, I guess. This time, try to reach the destination within 40 seconds. Keep going. You don't want to lose to your former self. Oh, have I done this before? Just gonna put it real close, y'all. Ooh. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Crap. Alright, we're gonna leave that alone. We'll come back to it some other time. Here, this is what we're supposed to be doing, if I would stop getting sidetracked. Call of the Abyss. What did it say I needed? Frost. Okay, we have frost. Meow. Meow. What's up, mouse? Alrighty. Sorry, my cat wanted to be on my lap, so I had to let him up.
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins. Let's go
Lay down,
deeper
buddy.
inside. Paimon sure hopes Ganyu's information is reliable.
Lay down, buddy. Buddy, lay down. Stop poking me with your cold-ass nose.
There aren't many guards
Don't poke me
here.
again. I will put you down.
Looks like their plan to draw away the Abyss Order's forces really worked.
Not so hard! Cut to the chase!
Pepper.
More signs that a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right direction. But why does it feel stranger and stranger as we make it deeper into these ruins? Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you.
Yay. That guy looks dead as fuck.
This looks like a person. Could it be the Grand Thief? Why is he in that position? Is he praying to something? That's...
Oh. A statue of the Seven hanging upside down.
Why is
I
the
somewhat
statue
remember
of the
this.
Seven hanging statue's hands. Paimon remembers they're normally holding an orb, right? But this statue is holding... What is that?
Probably some abyssal power or something.
Paimon has a really bad feeling about this. And the Grand Thief hasn't moved an inch. Do you think he's...
Yeah, I think he's dead.
Hello? Are you okay, mister?
There's no reaction nor any sign of breathing.
He's dead. Paimon doesn't feel so good.
Oh, what a terrible place, or how did he die?
Let's get out of here, and fast! We should report back to Ganyu and Lon. Ah! Now what? We can't stay here! Quick, run!
So running we are. Oh. None of that, none of that, none of that, none of that. Actually, we don't have a timer. Fuck. Okay, let's go then.
You cannot spy on the secrets of the Abyss. You have come
bad.
here. You have seen our secrets. For this, you must pay the price. As a herald, I will mete out your punishment.
Oh, so that's what an Abyss Herald looks like.
An Abyss Herald?
Honestly, I thought I would fucking remember that, but apparently not. The monster we were tracking with Dane.
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you were just a couple of pests that stumbled in here by mistake. So, you are with Dainsleif, that constant annoyance in our affairs. Did he send you here to die? His resistance against the Abyss has gone nowhere for a long time. There is nothing you can do to change the tide. The Abyss is unstoppable.
I mean, I'm pretty sure nothing is unstoppable.
Pirate's never seen it before!
Oh.
Careful! Please don't get cocky!
Get fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked.
Hear me. No escape. With sword comes shadow.
I'm just gonna dump everyone's kit on him and hope.
Cool it.
Beyond hope.
Frostbite.
Don't blink. Hey.
Ow. Oh. It's magic. You know. Never say. Okay.
This power, it seems familiar.
Dot, dot.
I see. So it's you. You are the one. In that case, I shall stay here no longer.
What does he mean by that? I am the one what? Motherfucker.
What a tough battle! Are you okay? Oh, such a strong enemy! Who knew the Abyss Order had monsters this powerful among them?
Seem to know me.
What is it? What are you thinking about?
Nothing. Let's just get out of
right,
here.
Yeah, we're near the exit now. Let's get out of this scary place before something even more dangerous shows up.
And Traveler and Paimon swiftly leave the ruins.
So, we meet again. A little
Hi,
sooner
Dainsleif.
than I had expected.
Hey, it's Dane!
Judging by your expression, it seems you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did you know that?
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well.
Actually, the Abyss Herald wasn't all that we encountered. There was something even stranger than Abyss Herald in those ruins. The Traveler tells Dane about the strange statue and the
An
deceased
inverted statue
thief.
of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. No, I have never seen such a thing during my time fighting the Abyss, though I have had my suspicions. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal power, and then?
And then, as we got close to the exit, an Abyss Herald suddenly appeared and blocked our way! We fought a big battle with that thing. Maybe it hasn't gotten too far yet.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Wait, I thought I was the one who commissioned
Let's
you.
go! A rare opportunity? With Dane helping out, maybe we'll be able to solve more mysteries about the Abyss!
Where fate comes to a crossroads.
Quite a downpour.
Oh yeah, it's
Nothing
raining.
will get done until it clears.
Oh good,
Let this
it's
be a
raining
lesson
again
to those
and
who
we have to go
yesterday
fight.
said I'll do it tomorrow. Incoming!
A blessing and a curse.
Cut to the chase! Don't blink! Speed of light! Hey! Good.
Dodge this!
Why is it only raining ever for just a few seconds? Sad fellow.
Those Abyss mages just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
No. They were just digging through these abandoned ruin guards looking for something of value.
Oh, is that so? The Traveler here seems to like doing that a lot, too. Looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yep, those are important material. Abyss mages probably weren't looking for stuff like that.
They wouldn't be searching for such ordinary objects. In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because Abyss mages often come out from that ruin to explore. They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain valuable object to take back to the ruins. However, they look disappointed, so it would seem they haven't found it yet.
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
Yeah. Yeah, Master Diluc's done that before. You should be
I
rougher
certainly
with them.
don't mean to be merciful towards these monsters of the Abyss, but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance to the entire Abyss Order. One cannot discover the truth behind it through interrogation. Or rather, these Abyss mages likely fear something else much more than they do a painful interrogation.
Oof, sorry. Fear something related to what we saw in the rooms?
Paimon is getting goosebumps thinking about all this.
All right. We shouldn't waste too much time here. Let's continue our search.
Enough. Poop, poop. Alright, off to continue Jane's quest, I guess. That statue of the Seven looked really fucked. So it seems that we have two major plans going on. Whatever the Teresa is doing, and whatever the Abyss is doing. I don't think they're working together, but I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you, either. Yay, Abyss Mages.
Don't blink!
Oh,
Nowhere to hide.
that's good.
Incoming!
I habit of healing before I go on to stuff.
No one escapes my sights! Go, go, Baron Bunny! Barely a scratch!
He picked up Baron Bunny and threw him away.
Barely a scratch! Hey! With sword comes shadow.
Push your luck.
What's the
Push your luck.
Ow.
Cool it.
Nope.
Speed of light!
Dodge this.
Ow.
Wow. Besides the Abyss Order, Ruin Guards sure are active around here. Seems wherever we find an Abyss Mage hideout, there's often a bunch of Ruin Guards roaming around too. Is that just a coincidence? Or...
There are no coincidences in the world. Everything is the fruit of seeds planted long ago. Just like your appearance in that tavern, time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout.
But I only heard about you by chance. I don't really
Forget
understand.
it. Just some needless musings. The connection between the Abyss Order and the Ruin Guards is by no means incidental. Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
branches? Roots? What do you mean exactly?
Both originate from an ancient nation that was destroyed 500 years ago. Khaenri'ah.
Huh? Khaenri'ah? Really? The Abyss Order and Ruin Guards are left over from after the destruction of that nation? Oh. Speaking of Khaenri'ah, that's really a super ancient name. Oh, right. As your guide, Paimon should explain a bit here. A long time ago, the nation of Khaenri'ah was...
I know about Conra. How do you know about Conra?
Huh?
Wait. Because I have memories
You
of
have
Conra?
memories of being there. But that
Okay, but-
nation was destroyed 500 years ago.
Yeah, question marks.
Is
Morning,
that
Draco.
so? Well, everyone has their secrets. You did not pry into mine, so I shall not pry into yours. But, if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Canria you saw, what was it like?
Dane and Conra, it's worth a shot. The person who woke me up. And the Sea of Flames. Let's start with the Sea of Flames. Hey, person, what's up?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that you ran into that unknown god first.
I see. So your first memory after coming to this world was being awoken by your sister from within that meteorite.
It seems your sister woke up first. But the question is, how long before you?
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Canria plunged the whole world into chaos, and that you two should leave this world called Tevat?
The destruction of Conria? She said that?
That's what I heard at the time.
That destruction you witnessed, that's history from 500 years ago. It seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed during that period.
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better than you did, because she woke up first.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god who blocked your path, so you couldn't
So have
escape.
we been wandering around here for 500
Paimon
years? What
knows
the fuck?
this part really well.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and
This does not
hurriedly
make
tried
sense,
to
but
leave
does.
for another world, you didn't know anything about Canria. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Tevat, you are able to guess that the war you witnessed all those years ago must be the war that ended Canria. Am I right?
If that's the case, you must have been flipping through all sorts of books during our adventure these past few months. Before going to Mondstadt, you had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around Mondstadt and Liyue, but you told Paimon they were useless. So, the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria so you could find your sister?
The second most promising lead after looking for the seven, despite only having a place name to go on.
Yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go to find a nation that was destroyed 500 years ago?
I probably know more about Canria than both of you. Canria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned them, but because it never had a god to begin with. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented, flourishing, and glorious civilization. It was the pride of humankind.
A nation without a god?
Later events unfolded just as you remember. It was all destroyed by gods.
You mean that...
500 years ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to Canria. The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed removed from the garden of the gods.
Okay, but was it the gods as in the 7 or the heavenly principles? Because the flashback we got was very heavenly principles-esque with that lady and her freaking cubes. So I'm not... I need more clarification on what you mean by gods.
The history books don't say anything about that.
What a dangerous world. I need to hurry up and
Yes,
leave.
well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits.
But next time I see Venti or Zhongli, I need to hear what the explanation the gods have for their actions.
Let's keep moving. I will tell you more of what you want to know as we continue our search.
Yeah, because the flashback we saw was definitely like the same red cubes that that lady trapped me and my sister in. But he said gods, meaning plural, so maybe it was more than just that. Well, that's barely fair.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
Can we get higher? I think that's high enough. No, I don't think that's high enough.
That's cheating.
Super not high enough. Alright, we'll stop getting ADD. Oh, but shiny. Ow. Jean says get over here.
Go and splash!
Also, we should probably go get healed before we go any further, to be honest. I know how to play this game, I swears it. So were we wandering around for 500 years? Because that also doesn't necessarily make sense. Unless we're like immortal or something like that. Which maybe we are. We don't come from this world, so maybe time doesn't affect us the same way it does everyone else. It's very vexing. So many chests, all of them I'm ignoring.
Right.
guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Conria. So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that 500 years ago. These Ruin Guards were known as Field Tillers by the people of Conria.
Field Tillers? What a strange name.
They were farming equipment? So what's with the
It's
lethal
not like you think.
weapons?
Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of Conria like to give code names to their weapons. The land is not to be
Yeah, that
tilled
sounds
with
like
farming
America.
tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how the Field Tiller came about.
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling. Paimon doesn't think it's a very positive interpretation.
After the destruction of Conria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat. Perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time, they found their way to various ruins across the land, where they lie dormant.
That sounds so sad.
Wandering aimlessly for 500 years, it seems we should put an end to their suffering.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So destroy them all.
Cut to the chase.
Good. We work on the Moonburn. Okay, first the mages, then the other guys, then the
Don't blink. Hey!
So not where I was aiming.
Freeze!
Shit. Ow.
Nowhere to hide.
First.
Tired.
Oh. Oh, jeez. Shoot. Missiles at me. Hey.
I swear by my sword. Barely a scratch.
Dodge this!
Speed of light.
We lost someone, but that's
This
okay.
abyss mage dropped a talisman. Could it be a communication of some kind?
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would an Abyss Mage be carrying it?
That's a good question.
Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it. Is that the script of Conria?
Engulf the faith of an enemy in flame, and bring glory to Her Highness the Princess.
What? Is that what it says?
Loom of Fate initial operation. The Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine?
The Abyss Mage came from those ruins. Is it related to the inverted statue?
From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate-weaving operation. So, Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean?
Wait. What? So were the Fatui and the Abyss actually working together? Or is the Abyss just eating off of the scraps that the Harbingers are leaving behind? It was just crushed by the Jade Chamber. Could it be the same as with Dvalin?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin.
Hey, Bobby.
And I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident. Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did Dvalin?
I don't think Osile needs
No.
corruption. He hates everyone
From
right
the
now as it
contents
is.
of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osile's body.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
That just sounds weird and bad, and also, what the fuck? Those nicknames keep getting
Very
longer.
few people today truly understand the civilization of Khaenri'ah. Though, of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Khaenri'ah. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization quite persistently. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osile's limbs to construct a mechanized god. And the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the Statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first field tiller.
The eye of the very first field tiller?
Laura.
Oh, Paimon gets it! All those Abyss mages are looking for the special eye, right?
It would seem so.
They haven't found it yet, so we still have time. Let's find the eye before they
This
do.
whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that eerie statue of the Seven we saw, right?
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Celestia?
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation?
That statue looked like the Amino Archon. Should we ask the Church of Fervonius about it?
Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral first and ask around. Maybe we'll learn something.
The cathedral.
Huh? What's the matter, Dane?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
What, is the cathedral gonna make you burn? What was that achievement that just popped? Searing the power of the gods. Sneering. Venti should be more like Xiao and just showed up when called. It would make things easier, wouldn't it?
A huge statue, a grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though. Does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Sisters, someone stole one of the Mondstadt statues. Yeah, that's basically what we're about to go tell them. Danslif seems like he's an atheist. Or, shit, what's it called? Mythos theist. Someone who acknowledges that the gods are there, they exist, but hates them. And owes nothing to them. My friend is a mythotheist.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animo Archon! And actually, the Animo Archon is... never mind!
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you two to mingle with the sisters.
Yep, that makes sense. Aren't you curious?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious.
You don't think you would be popular among
Correct.
the sisters?
And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty.
Oh yeah, is a mythotheist. Gotcha.
I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now, or in the future either.
Yep, mythotheist.
That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Which is just... It's a really, really interesting and cool thing to have in a story like this. To have, like, actual gods be, like, there and proven. Right? And still have someone be like, yeah, but, you know, fuck the gods. What did they ever do for me? Give me 1 second, guys. Super interesting to have that type of thing going on right now. Because, like, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I guess it would be way stranger if it was, like, an actual atheist, because, you know, the gods are proven or whatever in this world. But a mythotheist in this type of setting is certainly an interesting twist, that's for sure.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral. The Church of
That's why we're here.
Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may have. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
Including you, Janslef? Well, you gotta see it like this. The pleasant archons we've hung out with aren't the only gods around. That is fair. And like I said earlier, it seemed like Conria, at least from the flashback we got, it seems like Conria was actually destroyed not by the 7 archons that we know, but by the heavenly principles itself. Whatever goddess that is, you know what I mean? But she doesn't seem to be an archon. Also, I'm still confused. Were we torn away from our sister 500 years ago? Have we been wandering around for 500 years? Or does time move differently when we were up in that area trying to get away? That I don't understand either. Okay. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Well, into the church we go. I think my internal explanation is that the siblings get taken. That gets taken is slapped down in one time and the other in our current time. That makes sense. I could go with that. Because Paimon was saying that our sister clearly woke up first, and then we woke up, and then we try to get out of here. So it's definitely one of those things of we're not completely in sync as twins. And it would make even more sense that one of us was put down in a different time. But what doesn't make sense, at least at the moment, is how either one of us could live for 500 years unless we're immortals, which could possibly be a thing. Again, we're star jumpers, we're world jumpers.
We have work to do.
So there isn't much of a jump between I jump through worlds to I also live forever, because time is attached to, you know, the revolving around a sun on a world. And I don't know. This is very interesting is what I'm trying to say. And or a huge plot hole. I guess it just depends on how they use it. Hey guys, look, it's Barbara. We're gonna go talk to Barbara. Poke.
Honorary Knight. Hi, how have you been? Do you need anything today? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again, we cannot oblige. It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller?
Okay. So I've been having shower thoughts about the Holy Lyre. So we see the Holy Lyre, we see Venti basically do an illusional magic. He says that the illusional magic will fade away. But this suggests that it doesn't fade away that quickly. I'm pretty sure that Venti's Genos, whatever, is fake. The more and more I think about it. Especially if no one's noticed that the Holy Lyre is still busted as fuck. It means that that magic stays a lot longer than Venti assumed, I'm gonna guess.
What's that? Field tiller. What does it do? Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the Seven? Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed
How
one
long?
statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without a trace. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found.
Okay, but how
In the
long
church's
ago was
records,
that?
as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven. Of course! Of course? Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange
Paimon is bad at this.
stories? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside, it's for your own good. Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the Tyrant's Final Fury? No, that's from another time. Probably unrelated. The Tyrant's Final Fury? Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed Old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached Old Mondstadt. Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying! People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the Tyrant's Final Fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own.
It's not necessarily related to
Right.
the Tyrant.
Later, the theory of the Tyrant's Final Fury became less probable in the eyes of the Church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireballs. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that might be. It's okay.
It's fair.
Thanks anyway!
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get used to hearing it.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters
I
again.
pulled her.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain. Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and
excuse me.
continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Don't worry, I will help as well.
We'll go give Master Jean a hand. Oh, okay. If the honorary knight will be there, then... But please, everyone, be careful. May the Animal Archon protect you all.
you dressed like that, Dane? You look so fucking weird, and it's so fucking pointy. Do you ever, like, just stab yourself by accident by turning your head a little too fast?
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation? This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We should go as well.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin? Not again!
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animo Archon's old companions.
And off to the forest we go. Da-da-da-da-da.
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Shield the hate, shield the hate, shield the hate, shield.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Don't blink! Hey!
On guard, asshole.
Incoming!
I think we lost ground.
Freeze!
Whew. There sure are a lot of enemies around here.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the Abyss Order's style.
We should hurry and find Lupus
Let's
Boris.
go!
I'm not going any further.
Huh? Why not?
Okay.
Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
That's probably not
It has
it.
nothing
Paimon.
to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction with him. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable.
You really despise the Seven,
There's
huh?
nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard when around gods. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Don't go trying to overthrow them or hunt them down, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice. Does Dane hate the Seven, or is he protecting them?
Why is your opinion so contradictory?
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you one final fact.
Huh? What fact?
The destruction of the nation of Canria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area. Try and keep your visit with Boreas brief. Afterward, let's meet at the entrance to Wolvendom.
Up, there he goes.
Okay.
Strange man.
I can kind of see where he's coming from.
That's true. You also also keep your guard up against unfamiliar gods. At the Rite of Dissension in Lear, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do.
When there's a lack of trust, it's best to just avoid the situation entirely.
Not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights to fight back. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas. But the Abyss Order and Boreas... what is the connection between them?
They just like to cause trouble. Do they really need a reason? The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the Animal Archon's buddies.
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will handle the situation. Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger. This god's spirit... he does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Maybe it is best that you are also the one to meet him this time. Okay, be careful. Thank you for your help, Honorary Knight of Favonius.
Alright, so I actually need to go get healed like a person who knows how to play video games. There's the road. Sometimes I'm blind.
Don't blink! Speed of light!
Or that was on me. It's a lot of pretty rocks. I don't feel like marking them though. It's not enough for a mark. That might be enough for a mark. Now let's put a mark here. Mark. Why? Whatever.
Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You, not welcome here!
So, the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the past. Lies. Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender! But this can't go on.
Time for another round with the Abyss
No
Herald.
matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain. Bow before the abyss. Right.
Don't blink!
Abyssal roar!
Cool it! Freeze! Dodge this!
Nowhere to hide.
I'll be fine.
No escape! Speed of light!
Don't push your luck!
Abyssal roar! Resistance is futile. The end is nigh.
Incoming! Cut to the chase!
The world will fall.
Don't blink! Hey!
The world will fall.
I'll be fine.
The end will come.
Speed of light!
The end is nigh.
That's less fun.
The world will fall.
Incoming! Nowhere to hide!
lucky that time.
The world will fall!
Speed of light.
Surging tide! The world will fall!
Don't blink.
The end is nigh!
Speed of light.
Forgot to use her teleport.
The abyss! The ceremony was interrupted. How fortunate for you. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable. Our grand scheme will not be affected.
It disappeared again!
At least we stopped it this time.
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed that you must see me in my present state. But still, the Abyss Herald underestimated my strength.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider, not respect trial rules.
Okay.
I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
Thank you.
It's not your fault, Razor.
In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smelled danger and came here?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's notes doesn't even know what danger smells like. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground, it fled the proving ground.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Could it spin? Could it shoot missiles?
Missiles? I do not know this strange word. As I said, I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no match for a god, it was stronger than even many who wield visions.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this somewhere else recently as well? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it? It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came after. But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know, but Did we help?
Yes, you were a big help. Thanks. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking. You two be careful.
Yes, I smell more danger. Bigger danger. You too, also be careful.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
Then we will heal because our asses got kicked.
Cryo is always far more effective in the rain. This is going to get interesting.
Dodge this!
Don't blink! Incoming! Hey!
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
Dane, there you are. Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss
Okay.
forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success?
Dane, what do you do that Jean would not be
I
happy
see.
about? Oh shit. The travelers...
Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first
sorry,
field
guys.
tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral.
The tyrant's final fury.
The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Actually, Barbara's the deaconess. I like that you can just forego all information and just be like, hey, by the way, the fireballs were raining from the sky were probably missiles. The ancient people of Mondstadt wouldn't have seen the fireballs for what they were. I kind of like the sassiness.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the field tiller after it ran from Wolvendom. After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt and stayed there. Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them. Until one day, it finally broke down for good, and the fireballs stopped raining from the sky. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as the tyrant's final fury.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area.
No need.
What do you mean?
I, remember.
You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. Can't forget something like that.
I'm going to assume that I need heals. No. Fuck. That's fine. It's fine. It's a marker and it can get fixed.
This is it, right? Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye. Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing? Oh, but Paimon was so excited. What's going on? Are you sure you did it right?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another ancient term from Conria?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god. And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
What an extreme and dangerous operation. The Abyss Order must be stopped.
Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
Hide it somewhere where
No.
no one will find it.
I'll guard it myself.
Huh? You? Dane? You won't go and do anything crazy with it, will you?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well, you know I don't trust them.
Oh, right.
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue.
By doing what
We can't
exactly?
have the Church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally I mean to completely destroy it.
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic, they're actually divine too! Well, good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier. Otherwise she'd be going completely bonkers right now!
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run into that Abyss Herald. I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
This is a longer quest than I remember. But I'm learning a lot, I think. Like, Conura sounded like a place, you know what I mean? Like, sorry, like, I'm trying to... Rapture. Rapture is what it was called in BioShock. It seems like a place where they kind of went a little bit above and beyond with their machine making. How did I miss that far? Okay, water is suggested here.
For justice.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest.
Brave or stupid.
To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
Shit. Crap. Okay, that's on me. Eek.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier.
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The Abyss Herald. It's here.
You sense correctly. You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsleif, enemy of the Abyss. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed, perhaps from your darkest nightmares, unless... Oh, and something far more dangerous. You reek of a corruption familiar to me. Then we are the same. We're both dangerous. But dangers from outside of the Abyss Order must be caught and caged.
It is your words
You
that
really
forever
just did.
reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
Bow before the Abyss!
Speed of light! Rain outlines your fate.
Freeze!
Change of plan.
Dodge this!
My battle ribbon's off.
Cool it! Don't push your luck.
Will perish.
Nowhere to hide.
Okay, food time, noms.
Don't blink.
Dodge this! What's the hurry? Oh, so sorry. That was unexpected.
Oh, hey.
Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Lumi.
Aether.
I finally found you. Let's get out of here. It's too dangerous. I'm going with this one, man.
Wait! She just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald! Your sister and the Abyss?
Aether, why are you with Dane?
What? You're asking about Dane?
Huh?
Why are you asking about something that doesn't matter? We've been separated for so long.
Your sister knows Dane?
Lumine, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows her too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
Hold on a second. Stop saying things that don't make sense, Lumine.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon's so confused.
You can tell me all this later. Let's go home. Come with me, Lumi. Let's go home.
Home. Yes, of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with Destiny will see no end.
Destiny? Question mark?
Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you.
No.
We have always had enough time.
To confirm that we're immortals.
They left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information.
I'm not sad. You're right, Paimon. There's hope.
That's right. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right?
Another objective for our journey. Once we get to Inazuma, we should keep that in mind as we look for more clues.
That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand it at all?
I was too focused on Lumi to really listen carefully.
Well then, let's go over it again.
The Traveler and Paimon try to recall as many details
First
as
off,
they can.
that Abyss Herald called your sister Princess. It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, we don't know for sure if she's the highest-ranking leader in the organization. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with Destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be that she wants to destroy the Seven and the Seven Nations? Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story is just plain terrifying. And Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. But he didn't turn into a monster. And now he's fighting the Abyss Order. So that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy, right? But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies with the Abyss Order now? Also,
That's
how
a good
come
question.
after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that?
We have many new questions, but few answers. Thinking about it over and over again will solve nothing.
You're right. Then we can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface where the sun shines
Are
bright.
we not going to
If your
destroy the
sister wants you
statue?
to reach the end of your journey, well then, show her what you're made of. Come on, Traveler. Let's go.
No. We still need to destroy this? No, we're not gonna destroy that? I'm just gonna let it be. Okay. That makes sense. It's not like we didn't go down there specifically to destroy it or anything. Oh man, I'm so confused. Let's go turn in our commissions. Jeez.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Ad Astra Abyss.
Alright, so that was a lot of information we were all just given. Like, we kind of knew that Lumi was... We as players, not as the player character, knew that Lumi was part of the Abyss. But her just kind of coming out with it, quote unquote with it, and being all like, yeah, no, fuck this world. Okay, so... Is Destiny the same god as the Heavenly Principles, or is that separate? There are tons and tons of gods, so I don't doubt that she means she literally wants to go to war with a god. And if not all of the gods from the sounds of it. Oh man. And then... Yeah, that was a lot of information. So Dane confirmed definitely came from Konuria. Was kind of suspicious. Like Zhongli, he kind of just knew too much about frickin' everything. Oh. So, Abyss monsters were not monsters to start, but they possibly are just straight up monsters now. It's a lot. That is a lot of information. Also, I feel like we're supposed to infer that Lumi has never wanted to destroy a world we visited beforehand. This is a new development in her character. Also, she traveled through this world before. So, yeah. Which kind of implies that we don't always stick together, but that we do travel together sometimes. Also, definitely confirmed, we are immortals. Lumi dropped heavy hints that, like, we just have all the time in the world to wait for each other. That's what I got from all of that. Like, I kind of guessed that we were immortals. But... Whew. So, anything anyone else wants to add about what all we just saw? Because now would be the time. That was an intense scene. And it definitely made me glad to come back to Genshin. Wow. That's just, When the writing is good in this game, it hits hard. Like, I have a thing in video games in general where if I can escape an enemy, unless I'm grinding for a specific thing, there's no reason for me not to escape an enemy. But now it's really different. Now it's more like, how to say, now it's more I want to go out of my way because, like, these guys are just suffering. This is just a curse. And I don't know what Conria did to incur the wrath of the gods, but I don't know. Something about attacking marginalized groups and all, you know. Draw your own conclusions and whatnot. And we are, by the way, not going really anywhere. We're just walking because we need to have a long ass walk after all of that. Okay, it is nighttime though, and I want to go look at the lantern rite stuff because it's pretty. And a good place to think while all the lanterns are just floating. Hey Saints, did I win? I mean, in one way or another, I guess we won. We got a lot of information, that's for sure, but also, sorry, being here a while just had you on mute so I could get weekend meetings done. Knowledge is power. Yes, knowledge is power. Thank you for the support, and also
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
We were doing the Dansliff. The Dansliff, quest line, and we got heavy knowledge, possibly forbidden knowledge. Also, our sister may be either crazy or have lived through enough tragedies she's just done with the world and wants to burn it down. Which, fair enough, been there. Give me a moment, guys. And this is definitely one of those times where I am super thankful I came back to replay, because that is definitely not something I remember, which means I probably walked away for all of that. And a lot of things are starting to make more sense. Just, yeah.
Onwards. We have work to do.
What should I try this time?
What does Paimon want? Paimon says that. Oop. Paimon says that we have letters. Oh, lantern rite gifts. I guess it is February 1st. Universal peace, that sounds yummy. Whew. What I was looking for. I kind of want to sit and just like and think about this, but the other part of me says that we have stuff to go do. Not this stuff. We have story to get through. Whew. You do, but processing the info is also important, says Saints. Well, you're not wrong. And this info is heavy. I haven't been claiming these, that's on me.
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
Man, definitely just trying to process, because if we assume that it's not normal for Lumi to be like, hey, let's just go to, do you want to destroy a planet? You know what I mean? Like, this isn't her normal MO, and that genuinely we go to Worlds to just have fun, feel the vibes, whatever. This seems like a 180 from how we are and we think, if we are so similar. So I am inclined to believe that she has a reason for doing all of this. But I'm also inclined to believe that maybe she's blinded by rage as well. And I should say abyssal twin, but like, yeah. And I guess Dane's Club has his own reasons for not wanting to be on the abyssal side. But he also somehow didn't turn into a monster.
It's time to move on.
So
we shouldn't stay
that's
here.
its own thing. Also, while I'm thinking about it, just as a side little pin tick thingy, how they talked about home as though it wasn't a place. Like, it wasn't like they have their own home world they were talking about. They were specifically talking as home as in us together anywhere but here. Kind of home. Which makes me wonder where their home, like where they come from, where their homeland is. Because, well, you don't necessarily talk about your homeland in metaphor
Onwards.
unless something has happened to it. Or something happened to you so much so that you don't want to go back there ever again. Also, possibly exile? Like, there's a lot that could be said for how they talked about home. Wow, that's a lot. That's just, yeah, that's just, some of it's speculation, obviously. Maybe they do have a home like they can go back to and they just don't want to say the name until they're like sure they have a name for the homeland. Because that's, you know, that's a big thing in writing. In writing terms. So, but also the vibes I get is that they can't go back home for one reason or another. So the home is home is, you know, metaphorically wherever those two are. And it's just whatever grudge she has is so hard that she's not willing to just leave this place. I shouldn't say grudge, whatever is going on. It was a pleasant night looking at the lanterns. And having one whole think about all of this. And man, is it a think. And our traveler is one-minded. He just wants to get his sister and get the hell out of here. I don't even think he cares about the journey itself. Maybe he does. I mean, I in the community joke that he's out here making an entire harem while instead of looking for his sister. But also, she kind of just gave him permission to go wander around this world doing stuff. Also, Paimon was all like, we have our guard up with gods, but I don't know if we do or not, because we are always helping them in one way or another. I just ran in a circle because I don't know where I'm going right now. I mean, I guess you could help someone without necessarily trusting them fully. I'd be really interested to find out on whether Destiny and the Heavenly Principles are two separate gods, one separate god, sisters, siblings, something like that. Also, what did Destiny do to make my sister so mad? Like, she is so mad at the gods. And, like, it sounds like she has some attachment to Conria itself. Some very deep personal attachment. And it makes me wonder if, like, if the story we read on the glider is just straight up our sister was crowned Conria's princess or whatever. So she is literally the princess of the Abyss. But then, why? Because, like, I don't think this is our homeland. This doesn't feel like it's our homeland. So... it's kind of hard for me to imagine wanting to go to war with an entire Pantheon. Like, don't get me wrong, I'd fight some gods. But like, full out war on an entire world, its Pantheon, and Destiny itself. That's a pretty tall order. Yeah. We should probably go and do something, but I could not tell you what we should do. Because processing, 404 processing.
A new job. Another test subject.
Speed of light. Hey!
I got careless.
Don't blink!
Alrighty. I think I'm gonna go take a minute and get something to eat and process this. I think I kind of want to just pause the stream because I really do want to come back to this with a refreshed mind, but it might be better to just end the stream and come back. I don't know. This was a lot, and I've also been here for like 2 hours, which isn't a lot. Sometimes we stream until 4 hours, but I kind of feel out of it because that was just, it really seemed like we're on the long haul to figure out why the hell our sister is, like, you can't be called the Abyss Order and not know that you're, you know, I mean, I don't know. Excuse my yawn. I don't know, because good and evil is a polarizing black and white way of thinking, and there is, in my opinion, no such thing as like absolute evil and absolute good. Everyone is a bit of both, because most things in life are some sort of spectrum. Very few things are poles, but there are poles, if that makes sense. There is a heads and a tails, but there's also everything in between. So I'm hesitant to say that the Abyss Order is evil, but how the world sets it up, it seems like they are, I don't know, they want revenge on the whole world for what happened to them. And although that's not necessarily per se evil, it's not productive either. But I don't know if they have any other choice but to play this role because of being abyssal monsters. Like,
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's
but we
go.
also know that they have language, they have culture. So is that really any different? There's just a lot to think about. So much. And I don't know how entertaining me sitting here, walking around, and then just standing in some places that are pretty is actually, if that makes sense. And I don't want to waste anyone's time, but I think that's what I'm going to be doing for a moment, because, like, man, our sister is... So, they outright call her princess, and that's what makes me think that the Wing Blighter lore that we read when I first started streaming, around the first that I started streaming, makes me think that she is a princess. And she's waited for him for so long. And is willing to wait even longer. Like, that's just so much. And I am hungry. I will be back on. I think I'm gonna shut down the stream because I think I need a minute to think about all of this. Truly. And to eat and to process and to not try to think about this while hungry. So I will see you guys soonish, probably in an hour, if you guys come to my stream. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you continuously for your support. I really appreciate it. Other than that, have a good day, my wisps.